Like I was saying earlier, we're just streaming data right now. So as none of this data is being saved, so you'll want to click record when you want to begin an actual data recording that you want to save the data for. So I'm going to go back to humidity. Click done. Now we should be streaming humidity data. And when I'm ready to begin a recording, I go down to the bottom and I click record, and then I blow on it, or I did in this recording. And a couple things you might see that's different about the graph when you know you're recording. One is the line changes to points when you're recording data, and then in the lower left-hand corner you'll see there's an indicator that you're currently recording data. At the bottom of the graph you'll see a display of the current time of the recording and the humidity reading at that time. And then when you're ready to stop, you just click the stop button at the bottom, which I'll do here in a second. There we go. Okay, so now you get a view of the entire recording that I did of the humidity. As you hover the data or your mouse over different data points, you'll see that data at the bottom where it says humidity. So as I hover my cursor over the data points, you'll see the values of those points below. You can click and drag over a data set to zoom in on that portion of the graph. So I'll show that here again. So if I click and drag, then you zoom in on a set of data, and you can zoom all the way in down to a single data point. At any point, you can double click to zoom back out and view the entire graph. If you see something in your trial that was interesting, you want to do some data analysis with that, zoom in on the part of the data that you want to do your analysis, and then in the lower left-hand corner is a data analysis button. If you click on that, that will bring up some data analysis options. And so now we're looking at the standard deviation, the mean, the value range of that portion of the graph that we're looking at. And you can also fit a curve to that portion of the graph that you're viewing. And so that data analysis is for the portion of the graph that is in the window. So that's why you want to zoom in on the important data that you see. So I'll double click to go back out. At any point I can hit play and I'm just replaying the experiment again, so you can do that. And then when you're ready, you can, if you hit clear, the data is gone. So before you do that, you're going to want to export your data as a CSV file. You can still go back and view different views of the data as well. So you'll notice at the very top, a new the table button is up there, so you can view your data in a table as well. And then when you're ready, you can click export data, and you can either save that data locally. If you click save local, it'll download a CSV file right to your computer or your Chromebook. If you click upload to Google Drive, it will send it to your Google Drive account. So if you're logged in, you just click here, and it sends it right to your drive. If you're not logged in, there'll be a prompt that asks you to log in to Google Drive. So now that I've done that, I can click open in Google Sheets, and now I'm opening the data that I just recorded in the PocketLab app. I'm opening that directly into Google Sheets. It's just taking a second here to load. And now I have this data in a table. If I want to replicate the graph that I just saw in the PocketLab app, I just have to highlight the entire table. And then now that everything is highlighted, I go up in the top and I click Insert and then Chart, and that will give me a graph of the data. And I think it just took me an extra second here when I was doing this recording. There we go. You click Insert and then Chart. And I know some of you probably already know this, but this is just a quick way to get that same graph from the PocketLab app up in Google Sheets. So now there's the graph. Again, if you hover your cursor over different data points, you can see those values, and you can edit the chart further in the chart editor. So whatever is your preference for using, you know, if you want to use Excel, you can do this all in Excel as well. But you can, you want to make sure that you save your data as a CSV file before you hit clear at the bottom.